You finally committed to an exercise routine in PPFO2. You're panting and puffing your way to wellness in comfy sneakers and brand new P uniforms. Your heart rate zone tells you how hard your heart is working and whether fat or carbs are being used as source of energy. As your heart rate rises, you become more dependent on the glycogen that carbs provide. When you initially start working out, aim for the lower intensity heart rate zone. As your endurance grows, push yourself into the next zone until you can perform at an aerobic pace without feeling tired. That shows how strong your heart is getting. A percentage of your maximum heart rate is represented by the heart rate zones or heartbeats per minute. If you exercise too close to your heart rate or MHR, your body and heart will struggle to keep up with the demands. The goal of the heart rate zones is to maximize efficiency while also enhancing cardiovascular fitness. The simplest fitness test is probably the measurement of heart rate, which is measured in beats per minute. Being conscious of your heart rate is the key to having a healthy heart. Exercise causes a normal rise in heart rate. Your heart must beat more quickly to provide working muscles with oxygen and nourishment as the effort level increases. Your heart can now do the same job while beating slower because it is able to push out more blood with each heartbeat. This is evidence of your body adapting to the exercise and improvement in your cardiovascular fitness. As you gain fitness, however, your heart rate will be lower at rest as well as in response to a given level of exercise. Generally, to figure out whether you're exercising with the target heart rate zone, you must briefly stop exercising to take your pulse. You can take your pulse at your neck, wrist, or chest, but I recommend the wrist because you can feel the radial pulse on the artery of the wrist in line with the thumb. Use the tips of your middle and index fingers to feel your pulse. If you use the carotid or the neck, be sure to keep the pressure light. Too much pressure at this location can alter the heart rate artificially. Take your pulse for 6 seconds starting at 0 and add 0 at the end of the count. The answer is your exercise heart rate in beats per minute. In order to enjoy safe and effective workouts and get the most benefits, it's important to monitor how hard you are working during exercise. When you exercise, are you working hard or hardly working? Exercising at the correct intensity can help you get the most out of your physical activity and making sure you're not pushing too hard or too little. Here's a look at what exercise intensity means and how to maximize your workout. Exercise intensity must be generally at a moderate or vigorous level for maximum benefit. For weight loss, the more intense or longer your activity, the more calories you burn. Do you want to improve your fitness, lose weight, train for a competition, or a combination of this? Your answer will help determine the appropriate level of exercise intensity. Be realistic and don't push yourself too hard or too fast. Consider your reasons for exercising. Fitness is a lifetime commitment, not a sprint to a finish line. One only needs to decide to be active. The rest will happen on its own. When you decide to make fitness a lifelong endeavor, you decide to lead a disciplined and reliable life. It could be challenging at first to leave your comfort zone, but as time goes on and you start to see results, you'll find that fitness-related activities quickly become your favorite part of the day. Get at least 150 minutes a week of modern aerobic activity, such as playing tennis doubles, walking fast, dancing, water aerobics, swimming, riding a bike with light effort, running, or gardening. You can also do a combination of moderate and vigorous activity, and it's best to do this over the course of a week. You can achieve more health benefits if you ramp up your exercise to 300 minutes or more of moderate aerobic activity a week. At least twice each week, strengthen all of your major muscle groups. To employ your own body weight, think of free weights, exercise equipment, or physical activities like rock climbing or labor-intensive gardening. Also consider lunges, planks, and squats. Choose a weight or resistance level that will cause your muscles to get fatigued after 12 to 15 repetitions for a single set of each exercise. Another way to gauge your exercise intensity is to see how hard your heart is beating during physical activity. To use this method, you first have to figure out your maximum heart rate, the upper limit of what your cardiovascular system can handle during your physical activity. Maximum heart rate, or max HR or MHR, is the amount of beats a heart makes in a minute under maximum stress. Maximum heart rate can vary significantly from person to person. This is the average maximum number of times your heart beats per minute during exercise. Once you know your maximum heart rate, you can calculate your desired target heart rate zone, known as the level which your heart rate is being exercised and conditioned but not overwork. So you can calculate your maximum heart rate by subtracting your age from 220. For example, if your age is 45 years old, you have to subtract 45 from 220 to get a maximum heart rate of 175. It is best to measure your resting heart rate, also known as your normal heart rate, as soon as you wake up in the morning. Make sure you have a stopwatch or a clock that shows seconds nearby. Just locate one of the previously mentioned arteries and count the number of heartbeats or pulses. You have a minute to fill. The target heart rate is the recommended number of beats per minute that a person of your age and gender should have for various intensities of activity. Depending on the kind of exercise you're performing and the goals you have for it, your THR will vary. How to calculate target heart rate? Step 1. Calculate maximum heart rate. Subtract your age from 220 to get your maximum heart rate. Step 2. Calculate resting heart rate, or RHR. Make sure you have been seated and at rest for at least 5 minutes before calculating your RHR. Keep in mind that the best time to measure RHR is as soon as you wake up in the morning. Set a timer for 6 seconds and count the number of times you feel your heartbeat from 0 during that time. Record the number as your resting heart rate, or RHR. Step 3. Calculate your heart rate reserve, or HRR. Subtract your resting heart rate, or RHR, from your maximum heart rate, or MHR. Your HRR is that number. Step 4. Calculate exercise intensity zones. Now, to get the different zones of exercise intensity, you will need to calculate the various percentages of your HRR and add back in your resting heart rate. 50 to 60% HRR plus RHR is equal to low intensity or low level or low to moderate level intensity. 60 to 70% HRR plus RHR is equal to moderate intensity level. 70 to 85% HRR plus RHR is equal to moderate to high intensity level. Your target heart rate may be to work at a lower intensity of 50 to 60% or higher from up to 85%, depending on the type of exercise you're doing, your goals, and your current level of fitness. Many techniques for measuring body composition require specific equipment and knowledge. 2 easy measurements such as your body mass index and waist circumference might be helpful for general assessment of your own health, even though more advanced tests do give more in-depth information. Your body weight is one sign of general health, but it's not the only thing to take into account. You should also pay attention to your body composition when determining the precise cause of that weight. A body composition test can help you fine-tune your dietary requirements for muscle growth and fat reduction, in addition to revealing your body fat percentage and any potential health risk. In kilograms divided by the square of height in meters. The body mass index, or BMI, is a simple test you can complete on your own. The results are helpful as you monitor your progress toward improved physical fitness. The body mass index is an attempt to quantify the amount of tissue, such as the muscle, the fat, and the bone in an individual, and then categorize that person as underweight, normal weight, overweight, or obese based on that value. What is a healthy body composition? Body composition is the practice of breaking down the human body into its individual components, including the body mass, the muscle mass, bone, tissue, and water. Body composition is essentially dissecting exactly what you're made up of. Undergoing body composition analysis can help you understand your body weight on a deeper level by telling you your body fat percentage, bone density, and lean muscle mass. When someone says that they want to improve their body composition or recomposition, it typically means that they want to lose body fat and maintain or increase their lean muscle or their lean body mass. A healthy body composition depends on your gender, age, and fitness level. The normal range can also vary depending on the accuracy of the body composition assessment that you chose. Generally speaking, you can use the following chart to assess your body composition status. Anything at or below average would be considered healthy body fat percentage. Another way to estimate your potential disease risk is to measure your waist circumference. Excessive abdominal fat may be serious because it places you at greater risk for developing obesity-related condition. For the evaluation, compute the BMI of Tony, who weighs 57 kilograms and stands 1.6 meter. 2. Compute Gab's BMI, which is weight minus 44 kilogram and height minus 162 centimeters. Compute the BMI and its category. Weight 64 kilograms, height 163 centimeters. What is the BMI category of a person who reaches 29.5? Gina weighs 65 kilograms and stands 1.5 meter. What is her BMI?